um, and like middle classes from proletariat to bourgeoisie, because you know classes change from plebes to partisans to peasants to I don't know serfs to slaves to uh, bourgeoisie to proletariat. Like there's just different. Like they like change the categories all the time. Honestly, I just but so it's all the same kind of. But I wonder what if you could like break it down into the modern era, like how you would do it. But the point being is post industrial revolution, you would have had like for example in Vietnam, it was a plantation based like kind of economy. Serfs, they had no concept of land of property. They had no individual rights. They had like you know what I mean. So whenever they revolted, it wouldn't have been a hard concept to imagine that without the concept of democracy, land ownership, private rights, individuality, etc., Enlightenment era thinking, they might not they probably would have just went to the straight to the Marx and not maybe skipped over Maynard Keynes or Henry George or any like Rousseau or anyone else. You know what I mean? They might have just went straight to Marx and then just like never read anyone else. And back then they didn't have the internet, so they probably just like found that one book, like never heard of Henry George, and just went all in on it. And the crazy thing about Ho Chi Minh is he actually met Woodrow Wilson, and then he worked with the Americans during the OSS, and the Americans trained Ho Chi Minh, and then Ho Chi Minh had to fight the Japanese, then the French, then the Americans. Like that was a brutal. That's like, so brutal. Like that's like a gauntlet of like I have respect for that gauntlet. Like that's a serious gauntlet of like you have to be like a top level general to even survive that. Even if he took on like serious amounts of casualties and he didn't win every battle, the fact that he was able to take on the Japanese, then the French, and then the Americans is like, yeah, that's pretty impressive, honestly. I mean, you can hate, but that's pretty impressive. Now, granted, he did have funding probably from Russia and China, but and maybe illicit other means like such as the opium triangle, the golden triangle, where heroin was um, used to be trafficked for Afghanistan, which makes you think that it's probably like some type of CIA thing because um, it would have been propped up. Golden Triangle. Then it goes to the Afghanistan somehow. I don't know. I don't know. Haqqani Network, Ho Chi Minh Network, kind of same thing. Um, something in the trees there. I'm just saying, like, you know, the Haqqani Network, the Ho Chi Minh Network, the Golden Triangle, um, a lot of these like Yakuza, Italian, CIA connections. You know, I'm just saying, dog. But anyway, okay. What I'm not even gonna read this. I don't know if I believe in zodiacs anyway. I'm gonna like go take a shit and get my life. Well, actually, I gotta do this race, right? Fuck. I'll take a shit and then I'll come back. Let me drink like a little bit more coffee. Oh, let me turn this up.
It's playing.
New lifter gel for lips so shiny, 8 scented shades. Maybelline, New York.
Interested in GLP-1s for weight loss, but worried about high costs and hidden markups? GoodRx now offers monthly GLP-1 subscriptions. Always know what you'll pay upfront. No surprise prices, no hidden fees. And for a limited time, Wegovy for only $1.99 a month for your first 2 fills, plus the cost of your subscription. Get started today.
Well, don't you look pretty as a picture?
Thank you.
Fuck, I guess these batteries are low or something. Um, dude, my bathtub is like clogged or something. Ah, dude, it's like shave my nuts once. Honestly, I just kind of want to like one of these days. I just want to I just want to like get my own bathtub set up. Going like I just want to build my I just want to buy like a small plot of land and just build an outdoor shower like with no drain. Like you know what I mean? Honestly, um, like it just drains out. Like it just drains out into some type of like I'll create some type of moat or some type of creek or something and just drain out and I'll just be like all natural soaps or something. And like it'll just like drain out into the fish or something. I don't know, but I'm gonna go pour some like Drano or something in there, and then I tried to do the little snake thing, and then it was just like, oh god, this is filthy, disgusting. So I'm just gonna pour this drain opener thing in there, and I don't even know, man. I don't even know if this is allowed to do this, but it says clears tough clogs. It says food and grease. I don't know if this is gonna clear my ball hair from the fucking drain thing. To be honest, I might have to get an auger. I have some tools. I have an auger, but I don't really want to do the auger and like do all this. Like it's just so much work. Honestly, I feel like I gotta like learn how to plumb just to like live here sometimes. And I don't even get paid for this shit, honestly. And I'm getting hassled to get a job and shit. Really had me like, ugh. My mom was like, you need to get a job. You're gonna be like, you're not gonna be able to have like an apartment in like, da 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 da, like the next 3 months or something. I was like, yes, I know that. I wake up and think about this every day. Thank you. But no pressure. Yes. Okay. You know what I mean? And then, like, I was like, okay, I was just thinking about this, but thank you for reminding me that if I don't somehow find some type of entrepreneurial success or employment, that I'll like be out of some, like, I'll just be like a bum on the street or something. I don't know. My mom, I was like, thank you for reminding me this. But then immediately after this, you know what she says? But we're going to the coast in Austin. And I'm like, what? You just told me like this like major like oh bad dude like if you don't have anybody you're on the fucking street like you know what I mean not like she didn't say it like that but like it was like kind of passive aggressive like that I was like okay well let me try to be like an entrepreneurial success or like I don't know fucking get a job employed and then she's like well don't worry we'll pay for it you don't have to worry about the beach or Austin and I'm like but you can't help your boy for like just like while I'm like trying to get a job or like entrepreneurial success. I'm like, I don't know. I'm just like, how are you gonna tell me I'm be out on the street at the same time? You're like, go to Austin or the beach, and we'll pay for it. I'm like, but you can't. Like, I can't just sit here and just minimize costs. They try to be as like low key and minimize, like they barely do anything, and just try to survive. I don't know. It was just like, okay, are we worried about aesthetics, or are we worried about like actually surviving? I'm gonna go pour this down the fucking drain.